Good morning, my fellow Americans. I probably look really tired right now because I just woke up. So we got a new video idea. Um, Part of the reason why I'm doing this is because me and the head coach, head trainer at Anytime Fitness, my coworker Danny, we had this idea to kind of showcase our lives on the weekend. So the day in the life of a personal trainer, weekend edition. So I'm gonna make a little video here, not only for that, but also for my personal YouTube channel. First and foremost, I just woke up, and I think the most important thing you must do right after waking up is making your bed. So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so once the bed is made, then it's time for a cold shower. I shouldn't say cold shower. I will actually start off with hot water, and I'll clean myself off. Oh, did Miller boy. You gonna be part of the show? No, I will use hot water, clean myself off, and then I will usually finish with about 1 to 2 minutes of cold water. The benefits of using cold water are pretty clear. I'm not going to get too scientific with it, but I know it helps with recovery, aids in recovery, helps build your immune system. It's good for your skin, helps you feel awake and alert, and then also for the mental aspect of continuously doing something that's hard, that's challenging, makes you have more of a resilient mentality in your mind to handle things that are hard. So that's why I do a few minutes of a cold shower. We got the bed made. This is not working for me. We got the bed made. I just got done taking a shower. Now, usually around this time, it is the weekend, so I'm going probably a little bit slower than I would on a weekday, but still try and keep the routine same as the weekdays. So the third thing on the agenda is to meditate. I always start my morning with some meditation. I do about 20 minutes. Again, just like I stated with the cold shower, the benefits of meditation are pretty clear. I'm not going to go into one big scientific list, but it really helps me, my own personal experience here. It helps me be more present throughout my day, be more mindful, kind of track my thoughts in a positive direction, just kind of see them for what they are, see them clearly. So I don't ever compromise on that front. I always start my morning with some meditation, and usually after the meditation I'll do just a few minutes of intentions and maybe some prayers. All right, so I just finished my journaling, and normally, because today's Sunday, so normally on a weekday at this point, after I've gotten all my, morning habits done, I would probably be leaving my apartment to go take my morning walk before then I would go to the coffee shop and get some things done on my computer and then head up to work, because I have much more of a shorter time frame throughout the weekdays in the morning to get up to work. I move a little bit faster, but since it's Sunday, it's the weekend, I don't really care about that stuff. I'll probably take my walk later. So now that I have free time, I'll probably just chill on my computer. I might listen to some new music. I know I'm really behind in my music library. There's a bunch of new albums that I haven't listened to, so I'll probably do that. That won't require the camera, but hey man, it's a vlog, so I'm just giving you guys an update course through my day because I want to show you what I do. I think it's, for some reason, these videos are really popular on YouTube. You see daily routines or day in the life, stuff like that. So I don't know why they're really popular, but I don't know. I guess people like to look into the lives of others and see how they operate. So anyways, yeah, I'm gonna have some fun here for a little bit and then we'll catch up later. Look at that tail. So crazy. So crazy. All right, so basically, I got caught up listening to some new music. I was listening to Logic's new album that he dropped back in June. I was vibing out there for a little bit. It is 9:40 now, and I'm gonna head out to Hy-Vee, get Miller some litter. He needs some new litter for his litter box. And I'll probably get some coffee from Starbucks. And if there's any other items that I have to grab, then I'll do that. But then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna cook breakfast. So, your boy getting hungry.
When you're running out of luck, need to get unstuck, so go off. When you're up against the wall and you cannot fall, so go off, go off, go off.
So, just made it back from Hy-Vee. We got the litter right there. I hope you can see that. And then we also got some coffee from Starbucks, man, because I don't know about you guys, but I cannot survive unless I have coffee. It's become a ritual every single day to at least get coffee at some point. Actually, sometimes on the weekends I take a break, but since I was out and about and I don't really make coffee at my apartment anymore, I was like, I'm just gonna get some from Starbucks. So, yeah, now we're going to cook some breakfast. Now, I'm pretty unorthodox amongst most people when it comes to cooking. I don't cook that often, and then usually throughout the week, like on the weekdays, I just go to the coffee shop and get my breakfast because I like to minimize the time that I would have to spend cooking because I got other things to do and I'm getting ready for work. So yeah, I don't spend much time cooking unless it's on the weekends, but usually it's just breakfast food. And then sometimes when I'm over at my parents' house, because they have a grill and I don't, sometimes I'll grill. But other than that, I don't really touch cooking. So my weekend breakfast meal go-to that I always do, and it never fails, is sorry, my cat's tweaking. Is I do Kodiak pancakes. So I do 6 chocolate chip Kodiak pancakes, and then on top of that, I do peanut butter, lather that on top, and then I do 4 eggs. And then after the eggs comes either bacon or sausage. It just depends on the ingredients that I have. Today it's gonna be turkey bacon, and yeah, that's it. I mean, it's a lot of food. Oh, and then I do just a little bit of syrup on top and a little bit of honey. And then usually when I cook in my apartment, I'm usually listening to a podcast, just because I don't know if you guys are the same way, but I hate standing there. It's bad because it's making my brain be a multitasker, but it's kind of harmless, I feel like, to sit there and cook, and then you have a nice podcast to kind of pass the time. But most of the podcasts that I listen to, there's really only a few, only a handful. They're all educational and informative. So I feel like, I'm cooking, but I'm also filling my brain with good knowledge, with new information. And it's not like I'm staring at a screen, scrolling on Instagram or social media or anything like that. So I've been trying to get better with that stuff too, where, like, say when I go out on my walks, I used to listen to podcasts like in my earphones on my walks, and I stopped doing that because it was definitely taking away from the present moment. I wasn't actually really appreciating the nature and my surroundings. So those are just a few tweaks that I've had to make, but I gotta find some time of day to listen to the podcast. So usually I do it, like I said, when I'm cooking on the weekend, and then also usually when I'm driving, like when I'm driving to work or back from work, or just whenever I'm in the car. Those are my 2 safe spaces where I can listen to podcasts.
Oh my goodness, would you look at that? Oh man, that makes me just want to do a happy dancer right now. Oh, so beautiful.
Not a damn chance.
Okay, so basically after I cooked my food, I was just hanging out in my living room for a little bit. I played a little bit of Skate 3. I'm not a big gamer, but I came across that game once again, and I bought like 2 extension skate parks, and so I've kind of been getting back into that. I play it for maybe like 30 minutes out of the day. On the weekends, I don't really have the chance or the opportunity to do it on the weekdays. I just do it on the weekends. But yeah, then I watch some YouTube. So I've just been kind of lounging around. I think that's the beautiful thing about the weekend is I've gotten a lot better at just relaxing. I've always been a person that's like really high strung and has to get a bunch of things done. And if I'm sitting there, I tend to like beat myself up about it and be like, you need to get up and be productive and shit like that. And I think there's a balance. I think especially on the weekends, you can do a little bit of both. You can relax for a little bit and get up and do a few things. So just to give you an update, I'm probably gonna go vacuum my office because Miller is a very dirty cat, just like any cat. It's mostly just because when he gets out of his litter box, he tracks litter all over the floor. So I'm gonna do that, and then I might do some office work, just a few other things that are on my to-do list. But yeah, that's kind of the update. And then sometime after that, I'll probably get outside and go do my walk. And then I got to get in the gym today because I only really am able to work out Friday afternoons, Saturdays, and Sundays with my schedule. Being a personal trainer, Monday through Thursday, I'm in there at 11 a.m. and I get off at 7 p.m. And then Fridays are my early days. So I don't know if it's making excuses, but it's just not really feasible Monday through Thursday to work out. I just feel like I don't really have enough time to get it done or have like an effective lift. So I always do Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and today is legs. So that's going to be really fun. But anyways, yeah, that's the update. Catch you guys on the flip. All right, so basically it is time to take a walk outside, and it's pretty hot, let me tell you that. So I'm gonna get my weighted vest on, and I'm gonna do a 45-minute walk around Simpson campus. That's the normal location that I stick to, and let's see how sweaty I can get. Alright, so I like to mix it up on my walks. Like yesterday, I went out to Aquabi and I walked around the entire lake, which right now there is really no water in there, so it can't be considered a lake. But I had my shirt off the entire time, and I mixed in a little bit of running. I can't run the entire thing, but I would run a little bit, and then I would take a break, kind of catch my breath, and then start running again. But today, I got my shirt on and I got the weighted vest on, which is, it's only at 20 pounds right now. I struggle a lot with sciatic nerve pain, and it kind of comes and goes. So there are periods in time where I can't wear the weighted vest because it puts too much strain on that sciatic nerve and low back. But I like taking the shirt off because, you know, you get the full exposure to the vitamin D. And vitamin D is like an essential nutrient for our health, for our mind, for like literally everything. So yeah, I like to switch it up. Sometimes I get the weighted vest out, and sometimes it isn't the weighted vest. It's just me walking around town shirtless. And I appreciate both spaces. So Aquabi is really cool just because, you know, there's pretty much nobody out there right now, so I kind of get the whole thing to myself, and you're like away from technology and screens and cars and all that shit, and you can really just kind of get in sync with your thoughts. But then when you're in town, you have the potential to run into other people, which could be good or bad. You know, I tend to be more of an introvert, so I kind of like the peace and quiet. I like to get into my, not get into my head, but like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, so something else I want to mention while I'm on this walk and while it is fresh in my brain. So you guys that have watched my videos or listened to my podcast, you probably know, because I talk about 75 hard quite often, or at least in some of my videos. And then after that comes the Live Hard program. And for me, I start phase 3, which is the final phase, on October 2nd of this year. And I'm pretty stoked about it. And the cool thing is, so like, even though I'm technically in and out of phases right now, I'm not in one particular phase. I'm kind of on a break, because you have to start phase 3 1 month before you started 75 hard from last calendar year. But the cool thing is as you've seen in this video, like, I have all these good habits that I do. Even though I'm not technically on the program right now, I'm kind of waiting for my final phase, I still do my walk every day. And I think that these daily disciplines are the things that really carry me through any type of struggle or adversity or hardship that I'm going through. And I think a lot of people in our world, in our society right now, you know, they don't have that foundation. They don't have the foundation of good habits that carry them throughout each and every day, because our life is going to change. Circumstances are going to change. Things are going to be different. There's a lot of things that we can't control, but there are actually a lot of things on the flip side that we can control, like our exercise, our diet, the things that we put into our brain, the things that we absorb, the way we spend our time, if it's efficiently, getting off of social media and reading a book. And so, I don't know, that's just something that I thought about while I'm on this walk is, you know, I could have easily chose to slack off because I'm technically in the in-between phase until phase 3 starts on October 2nd. But I've come to really appreciate my good habits. I love going on these walks. It's always an opportunity for me to get outside and again, just have some type of mental flexibility, get that vitamin D on my skin and feel a lot better. And I hope this video, although yeah, it's showcasing what my day looks like, what my routine is like. But most of what you see is just healthy habits, man. And it's like those things keep you grounded throughout your life no matter what happens. Because I do this shit every day for the most part. I mean, sometimes you slip. Every once in a while, we let our habits slip. That's totally okay. I'm not saying that you have to do it every day moving forward for the rest of your life. Sometimes you just can't get to certain things, and that's okay. But I'm saying a majority of the time, you should be doing the bare minimum of getting outside, taking a walk, exercising in a gym, lifting weights. That's my personal favorite thing to do in the gym. I'm not saying you have to, but reading good material, informative material that's expanding your knowledge. Same thing with podcasts. If you got some podcasts out there that you like to listen to, getting off of your phone, not looking at too many screens throughout the day, because that really gives us all ADHD. And then of course, you know, getting enough water, intaking enough water, eating healthy foods for the most part, while indulging every once in a while, and then having some other habits, you know, like meditation and journaling to really clear your mind. Some of these things might not work for everybody. I'm just saying they're pretty well documented on their effectiveness for people. So once I release this video, I'll put in the description below for like all the things that you've seen me do throughout the video, all my good habits. I'm gonna have like some information that like shows you the effectiveness of these said things, of these said habits. So if you're a little bit skeptical, you can dive into the actual research. But yeah, those are just my 2 cents, my 2 thoughts, a bunch of thoughts.
It's going down. It's going down, 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 down. It's going down, down, down. It's going down, 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 down. It's going down, 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 it's going down, it's going.
All right, I just got done with my lift, all legs today. Finished with the stair stepper. Did like 5.5 minutes, which isn't really that much, but my God, that machine, cardio, whatever the fuck you want to call it, cardio equipment is fucking brutal. I tried to get one of every exercise that I did, but it's so awkward in there trying to set up your camera while other people are working out. But I think I managed to get enough clips of me lifting and exercising, so that's good. But yeah, I'm leaving the gym. I'm gonna go to Scooters and get a peanut butter power with an extra scoop of protein. That's kind of like my protein shake after working out after a lift. And then I'm gonna go to my parents' house, do my laundry, hang out, have dinner, probably jump in the pool, and end this vlog in the right way. It's been a cool experience. I actually really enjoyed filming this video. As a content creator on YouTube and doing the podcast and everything, I sometimes don't know what to post. I don't know how to get out of the stuff that I've already done or I've already talked about, and so this was a nice switch of pace. If you guys really like the video, then I'll probably do something else like this in the future, but yeah, it's been cool. It's been a fun experience. So anyways, I'm gonna get over to my parents' house and get some footage, and then we'll end the day the right way.
Then he wanted to throw the pumpkins like balls.
Well, that's when I was on my vacation.
Oh. Is it?
Yeah.
When'd you get out?
November. Like 2 weeks after that.
Oh, look at his Snoopy backpack.
Dirty. Dirty poopers.
I think so.